Good morning, Reds. Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I'm your host, Kyle. With me, as always, is Steve. Steve, we got a FA Cup match coming up. Not sure if you've seen the starting lineups that just came out.
I
We are
haven't.
playing some no names, bro. No names, and then Van Dijk and Fabinho are in there. It's actually kind of crazy. But before we get into that, good morning to you, Steve. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm actually going to pull up this lineup right now
Oh,
because I
don't even
forgot.
sweat. Don't even sweat. I have it. I have it.
Even better.
Look at that. The lineup. All right. We got Kelleher in goal, Connor Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson. It's actually a pretty strong defense right there. And then Fabinho, Morton, Dixon, Bonner, Gordon, Jones, and Voltman. Jesus. What is happening?
If you look at the bench, though, I think you're like, okay, this could work.
Oh, crap. My bad.
No, you're good.
There we
You're
go.
good. But
Yeah, it's pretty
people were. I was reading earlier this morning. People were calling for Karius to start.
I did see that.
And
How
I
do you
was
feel
like,
about
wait
that?
a minute. No, he can never get in between the posts again.
Unless
I think
it's
it would have been
preseason.
funny, but he's got to be gone before next preseason. He hasn't played in years.
Well, we can't
We're
sell
talking
him.
almost 3 seasons.
We flat out cannot sell him. Like, it just, no one's going to buy him. So he's going to leave on a free.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let him go. His career is wasting away.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. COVID's running rampant through all teams. And today we're going with some young guys, which is good. I actually like the young guys, watching the young guys play. So it should be interesting. But before we get rolling in today's show, I just want to remind you guys, today's show is brought to you by Manscaped, the best tools for your family jewels. Go over to their website, manscaped.com. Use our exclusive promo code NBR for 20% off of your purchase and free shipping. And that's for any item over there in Manscaped. Now, so yeah, going to the lineup. Let me look at the bench real quick here. So we got Adrian on the bench, Firmino, Minamino, Samikas, Matip, Mabia. I've never heard of that name before. Norris, Balagizi, and Frondorf. I've never heard of any of those names. Norris, I think I've heard of.
Who's not available today? Besides the AFCON crew.
Looks like Origi's not available. It looks like Oxlade-Chamberlain's not available. It looks like Keita. Well, Keita's in the AFCON thing. Who else? Am I missing anyone?
Milner.
Oh,
Henderson.
Well, we'll discuss that in a little bit. But yeah, we have a bunch of news coming out. Let's talk about Divock Origi real quick before we get into the game. Divock Origi, not planning to sell Divock Origi in January. Yeah, I know he's out today with COVID, but just because we brought him up, I wanted to talk about him. This is through Fabrizio Romano, courtesy of LFC Transfer Room. And we can't get rid of him, Steve, but we need him. So it's actually kind of a good thing.
Yeah, keep him. This makes total sense. I think it's as simple as that. There's no option.
Especially when you look at our front or our lineups going into today's game. It's like we need it. We need forwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he has to stay. I figured this would happen. He'll go in the summer, though.
Yeah.
It'll be for something stupid, though. Something would be like $6 million. Something just ridiculously low.
The rumors are saying $7 million, which is ridiculous.
The longer it goes, the cheaper he will be.
And that's sad. It's very sad. Yep.
Yeah.
So, real quick, let's say good morning to everyone in the chat. Spencer Stewart, what's good? Spence, Liz, my mother's in the chat as well. Shout out to my mom for getting me this hat for Christmas. This is a quality hat. I just absolutely love this hat. And the best part about this hat, Steve, it's not absorbent. It's like a hat that you could jump in the pool with, and then it dries in 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know they made hats like that. It's like a golfing hat.
To get one.
Yeah, you got to get one, man. Oh, Trent's not available. Liz brought that up as well. So Trent's out, but it's all good. It's all good. And then big guy Doer in the chat. Hannah, what's good, everyone? Okay, Steve, let's address this real quick before previewing Shrewsbury. Heard Thiago needs surgery on his hip. Might be out for the season. I hope I heard that wrong. I saw that rumor right before I went to bed last night. Have you heard anything about this?
I have not.
Neither have I. Neither have I.
Where's that coming from?
No idea. No idea. Now, to be fair, I haven't really scrolled Twitter this morning, which I can totally do right now, to see what's going on, if anyone has any updates on that, because that would absolutely suck.
We knew this when we signed him. This was my only concern with the signing, is that he's constantly hurt, constantly injured, all year long, never 100% healthy. Hasn't been for years.
Wow, so it's actually all over the place. The rumors, I haven't seen anything official yet. No. Trent tests positive for COVID. We know that. But no, I'm not seeing anything official. So as that breaks, we'll give it to you guys. But, So Shrewsbury, Steve. Last time we played Shrewsbury, 2 seasons ago in the FA Cup?
2020.
2020, we played him in the FA Cup. So, hey, I'm excited.
I mean, are you worried about the match?
Are you worried about the match?
No. No. I mean, if we lose, it's terrible.
Well, with this lineup, though, let me ask you, with this lineup, if we lose, is it terrible?
If they score, it's terrible. If Shrewsbury scores, it's terrible.
It's at Anfield, right?
I don't know, and I don't care.
I think it's at Anfield. Yeah.
With the defense that we've fielded, if they score, it's terrible.
100%. 100% I agree. With the defense,
so all we need is one.
With the defense we have out there, it should be a clean sheet, no question. I mean, Kelleher's in goal.
He's a legend.
The legendary Irishman. The guy shouldn't concede anything. Yeah, Liz said it's at Anfield. And says nothing official as of yet. So, Shrewsbury Town, I really don't know anything about Shrewsbury Town, nor did I do any research on Shrewsbury Town. It's not that I don't respect Shrewsbury Town. It's that it's the FA Cup third round, and we're playing Shrewsbury Town. I didn't look up anything about Shrewsbury Town. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just look it up now and see how their stats are for this season. Not like it really matters, but there's a chance, Steve, that we could lose this game. There might be a chemistry issue.
There's a chance you can lose any game. I didn't do any research either because, quite frankly, I don't care about this match. I'm going to watch it and thoroughly enjoy it, but it's not.
So, you know how OneFootball does predictions every game? I don't know if you have the football app, but 90% of people are choosing Liverpool to win this game, rightly so. 8% Shrewsbury Town. So, there's that. And also, Klopp, I think, is back, bro. I think Klopp is going to be back for this one.
He is.
Which is awesome.
He got back today.
Yeah. And, all right, so here are things you got to bring up, okay? This is why the FA Cup, this is why, not necessarily the League Cup, but this is why the FA Cup is so special. You have games like this where Newcastle's getting knocked out by Cambridge United. I mean, that's just what happens. Newcastle, though, first off, real quick, Kieran Trippier going from Atletico Madrid to Newcastle. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing with your career? Obviously, he got paid more. I mean, I think they would.
I think it's the same wages.
No.
Really? I think it's the same wages. Yeah.
Really?
Or very similar. He wanted to come back to the Premier League. By the way, I didn't realize he was like almost 31, I think.
Kieran Trippier is?
He's old.
Wow, I didn't realize that either. I thought he was like 25.
Old, but I mean, we've seen right backs play until they're darn near 40. So,
well, yeah. I mean, look at James Milner, left back, plays until he's 37.
He's an absolute legend. But I don't really get that move. I mean, he's English. Maybe he just wants to be home. And
Maybe he
like
just
Newcastle's going to change a lot over the next year, year and a half, 2, 3 years, of course. So that's cool. But they have right backs, don't they already?
not great ones. I mean,
Yedlin,
They have Javier Manquillo, and honestly, I couldn't name another one. I think Manquillo is the
Yedlin,
only one I know. Who?
Yedlin from the U.S.
Oh yeah, he hasn't played in a while though. I thought he
No,
was
he's
injured.
around. He's
He's
around.
around, but I don't know
Are
if
you
he's good
watching
enough.
Newcastle's games every week?
No, I'm not.
I don't know if he's good enough either, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah, no. But
Anyways,
yeah,
Kieran, have fun. You're definitely out of the running now for the English team because he's going to be in the same league and you're going to be able to compare stats and performances to Trent and Walker and Reece James, and he's going to look really bad.
you know what
So
I'm going to do right
that's
now?
the only downside for him.
No, actually, no, I won't do that for the sake of time. But let's go over to the chat real quick. Sam W, what's going on? Coldest take on the planet. Liz says Trippier is 31. Okay, so she
Wow, he is
confirmed it.
31.
That's
Whew.
nuts to me,
It's
bro.
wild, right?
Yeah,
But I think the only downside for him now is that he can consider himself done internationally.
yeah. Well,
He's in Spain. There's no way to really correlate the two
yeah,
to the Premier League when you're looking at like, oh, Trent and this, that, and the other thing. Like
right.
he's going to be in the same league now, and I think he's going to get exposed
Yeah,
to an extent. He's a solid player, right?
yeah,
But if you look
absolutely,
at
absolutely.
Reece James, who's got finished the season with 5 goals and 10 assists, Trent's got 15 assists. Walker wins the league and does absolutely anything he wants.
And you always forget about Kyle Walker. You always forget about Kyle Walker because he's like 30 years old too. He's getting
Right.
old also.
And they have options. So like he
Yeah,
doesn't play every match.
yeah.
But I think Trippier he decided he doesn't want to play internationally anymore.
Yeah, and England have just the depth at right back. If they don't have anything, they have depth at right back. And I think it's time for Trent and Reece James to assume those roles. Real quick, the last thing I'll say on Kieran Trippier, and then we'll discuss some transfer news. And, we don't have to do lineup predictions because luckily the game is in 45 minutes. Lineups are already out. Kieran Trippier, I think he won everything. He won the league with Atletico Madrid and La Liga. I don't think that was expected. I don't think Atletico Madrid ever really expected to win the Champions League, but they did expect to make a run. And I think he was satisfied with what he was able to accomplish in La Liga, especially winning La Liga. I think that was a huge accomplishment for Atletico Madrid. And take that into account and the fact that he's 31 years old. Yeah, I think he wanted to come home. I think you're absolutely right. So Liz asks,
I have a
hold on.
question before
All
Liz's
right, I have an
question.
answer.
I don't even need you to answer this. It just bothers me. Why? So like, was he on Tottenham the Champions League final year?
No, I don't think so. I really
Okay,
don't
so
know. I don't know.
he's on Tottenham. He goes to Atletico Madrid for what? 2 seasons, a year and a half, 2.5,
No, he's been
and
there
then
for
now he's on Newcastle. He has not been there that long.
I know he hasn't been there that long, but
So he's been on 3 teams in the span of like 3 calendar years.
when
Why? Why
players
are you
get
just getting bounced around?
when players get to the latter part of their career, sometimes that's what happens. I mean, that's just my take on it. But you know what? We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Let's discuss some transfer stuff that's coming out, especially because it's January. You got a bunch of news coming out. We talked about Divock Origi. James Milner is expected to leave Liverpool at the end of the season and continue his playing career elsewhere, according to Neil Jones. Now, this has actually kind of been building up for like 2 seasons now. Rumors that were circulating when Leeds got promoted, he was going to go to Leeds. He decided to stay with us. We've seen things talking about him staying on the coaching squad at Liverpool under Klopp after retiring. But, who knows? I mean, I think he's certainly exceeded expectations at Liverpool. I did not expect James Milner to be what he was going to be at Liverpool when we signed him on a free. And for that, I thank him. But I think it is his time to go. I think it's time to freshen up the squads with some young midfield talent. Thank you to James Milner. And he'll always be one of the greatest free transfers in Liverpool history, in my opinion, at least under Klopp in the Klopp era. What do you think? What do you think, Steve?
I'll believe it when I see it.
That
I don't
you
think
think
he's
he
going
signs another
anywhere.
year extension?
No, it's all bogus. Everything you read is trash, unless it's coming from Fabrizio Romano.
You don't trust Neil Jones? You
I'm
don't
sure
trust
he's
David
all right.
Ornstein? There are some reputable journalists out there
They
aside from
are,
Fabrizio
dude. But
Romano.
we heard from James Pierce that Thiago wasn't coming.
James Pierce had ever since then. I honestly haven't really. James Pierce has
Once he went to the Athletic.
No, once he went to the Athletic, he strayed away from transfer stuff. He stopped doing transfer stuff. And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, he's not really covering transfer news anymore. He's more so about writing like good articles. Like the articles he writes are very good, but he doesn't really report on transfer stuff like he did when he was with the Echo. And that's fine, but I don't go to James Pierce anymore for my transfer news. I have these other journalists, case in point, Fabrizio Romano.
I don't think he's going anywhere. MD leaves a comment here, and it's absolutely spot on. So, and I said this back in like November. You might remember. I wasn't sure if Michael Edwards leaves the club like at the end of the season, if he leaves like at the last day of June, whatever it is. But this is his last January in charge.
Yeah.
And I said, he's got to make a splash. He's got to do something, right?
Yeah.
He's a legend, but he's not going to leave Liverpool with the last signing he makes in a full year, Ibrahima Konate. There's no way he sits on his tail for a year and then leaves. We are in trouble right now. This is the first time I'm going to admit it. Live on air. We're in trouble.
Oh, man.
The Thiago news.
Oh, God.
Drawing against Chelsea. Embarrassing.
Yeah, we should not have drawn that game. Should not have drawn
embarrassing. With the defense that we have, we're too inconsistent. That's number one. Number two, I'm not even going to say COVID because people need to understand that's the way the world's going to work now. Hopefully it changes, but assume that there's going to be COVID stuff going on every year forever. Just assume it.
It's honestly going to – I think you're right. I think that's how it's going to be.
Let's just say at least a few years. You never know, it can change. I don't know about forever, but
right.
Thiago hurt. We knew that, but now this could be bad if he's out for the full year. Milner leaving.
Nothing's confirmed yet. Nothing's confirmed, but yes.
Milner's leaving apparently, but he's also banged up all the time. Henderson's banged up. Keita's banged up. Rumors of him going to Barcelona. He might want to move. He might be done. Harvey Elliott's still not back yet. Curtis Jones has played 3 matches from what I can remember.
He's playing today.
Well, good. Because I've barely seen him.
Yeah, and we need to see him.
We do. We're in trouble. Michael Edwards, here's your chance, pal. Here's your chance.
Well,
save the day.
I agree with everything you're saying. And, Keita got the chance. 5-year contract from Leipzig. He's gotten the chance. He, frankly, has not deserved an extension, I mean, if we're able to sell him prior to his contract expiring, that's great. But, he's had some glimpses this season. I think this has arguably been his best season, but, he's always injured. He's always got something going on. COVID. Now he's at AFCON, but what else we got?
Stop. Just stay. You've broken our hearts more than enough times. Just don't go to AFCON.
Why are you going?
Make it up to us.
Turn into Matip. By
the way, I'm using my Manscaped chapstick.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Manscaped.
This show is brought to you by Manscaped, ladies and gentlemen.
Presented by Manscaped today, guys. Manscaped, the best tools for your family jewels. Some of the best products I've ever used for men's grooming, particularly, oh, God, the body wash. Hold on. You got to wait until I get through the Lawnmower 4.0 before you bring in the body wash, dude.
All right, go for it.
The Lawnmower 4.0, okay, anti-nicking technology, guys. So you don't have to worry about pulling on, the sensitive areas down there. It's got an LED light, wireless charging, all that good stuff. And it's water resistant. So if you're into shaving your sack underwater, you can do that. But yeah, the chapstick, I didn't even know they had chapstick. All right.
I got everything.
And the body wash, dude. I love the body wash. I
So we
absolutely
have
love
body
the
wash,
body wash.
shampoo, and conditioner. This isn't even here for the show. I just like to shower in my office. Honestly.
Yeah.
Use promo code capital NBR, 20% off plus free shipping. Manscaped. Back to business.
Back to business. All right, let's look over at our guy, Gavi, however you want to say it. Liverpool are interested in Barcelona midfield Gavi, according to a report in the Liverpool Echo. Not the most reliable, but the Liverpool Echo is the Liverpool Echo. The Andalusian, Jesus Christ, the who? Has just 18 months to run on his contract at Barcelona, and it's understood he earns very little money comparative to his importance in the team. Yeah, he's named in Young Player of the Year nominees. He might have won it. I actually didn't follow up on that. But the reports, in addition to this one in, Football España, are suggesting that Liverpool are willing to offer him $80,000 per week. And I think the kid's 17 years old. Steve, thoughts on this?
I hate transfers.
Yo, you love transfers.
I hate the rumors. What are my thoughts? Just like with Milner, I'll believe it when I see it. Picture us actually, like when? When are we going to get him? In the summer?
Yeah, sure. Why not now?
All right, so let's talk about it in May.
Well, these deals start. Deals start months and years ahead of time.
You know what Edwards could do? Sign this kid. That would actually be pretty good because he has a lot of potential and he's young. Yeah. Sign him for a post-dated contract.
Imagine him and Harvey Elliott alongside Fabinho or someone in the midfield.
I mean, dude, learning under Thiago.
Imagine it.
I know, dude. I would love some youth, some nice youth. Our team is older than most. But we've brought in youth. Trent's young. Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, right? So, Konate, Gomez, relatively young. There's youth in the squad. I think we need more.
Are you talking about Gomez linked to Real Madrid, Joe Gomez?
He's been linked everywhere. He's been linked absolutely everywhere.
Literally.
If I was Steven Gerrard, I'd get him at Villa.
Oh my God. Coutinho to Villa.
Yeah.
Wild. First off, I just want to say I don't want Coutinho back. I loved Coutinho when he was here. Think he was a flop at Barcelona. But what a signing for Aston Villa. Can we just agree about that? What a signing for Aston Villa.
He's going to play.
Oh my God. Now. He is going to be the most technically gifted player on that field. For Aston Villa.
Yeah.
That is such a good signing for Aston Villa.
It is. No, it certainly is.
Unreal, dude.
And for him, too. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Gerrard.
Jump the gun.
What?
Jump the gun there. Let's go over to the chat. TK Boy says we do need a new midfielder at Liverpool. That's a good point. And with James Milner potentially leaving at the end of this season due to his contract expiring, we are most likely looking to bring in another midfielder. You guys cannot forget about Harvey Elliott coming back. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in flux right now with COVID and players' contracts expiring. There's a lot of talk about, will Michael Edwards go out on a bang? Will he bring in 2 attackers and 2 midfielders? I don't think it'll happen. But
no, it's not happening. It's not happening at all. They're going to pour their eggs into the Champions League basket. Because if Thiago's out, I feel like that hurts us more in the Champions League. Like, I feel like he's just a European maestro. Think about what he did for Bayern Munich a couple years back.
He's a huge, huge loss to this team, bro. Thiago. The guy is sensational when he's healthy and he plays. Guy's great. break down defenses when we can't do that. When we had the struggles with the Milner, Hendo, Fabinho midfield, zero creativity in that midfield, you throw Thiago in there and immediately fixes it. Without Thiago, without Keita, we might be struggling, dude.
We wanted Keita to be that guy. Like, it didn't always have to be Milner and Henderson and like Fabinho or like two out of them at all times. That wasn't supposed to happen, especially the last 2 seasons. Or I guess Keita's been here for 3 full seasons now. This is his 4th.
Wow.
Either way, he was supposed to be that guy. We were never supposed to be in that position where we were looking at 3 central, like, defensive-minded midfielders.
Look, and
Hendo gets forward, but like,
he's not really. Hendo is not a progressive player. He can pass the ball forward. His long balls are sensational, but he's a tempo player. You know what I mean? He keeps the tempo up. Keita, goddamn. Excuse me, jeez. It just slipped out. When I'm talking about Keita, my emotions just run wild. Keita, man. Keita, man. The most frustrating player. He's so good. He's so good when he wants to be good. But when your bones are made of saltines and Nature Valley granola bars, it's tough. It's tough to play. We're not sponsored by Nature Valley or anything. But if y'all know what I'm talking about, when you open those Nature Valley granola bars and half of the bar crumbles onto your lap, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
All over your lap.
Literally everywhere. All right. Let's keep on rolling here. Danjuma, the other guy that we're being linked with. Arnaud Danjuma deal at Villareal includes a 75 million euro release clause. Now, this is breaking. Okay. We didn't know there was a release clause in the deal. He's 24 years old. Of course, he's happy at Villareal under Unai Emery. Good evening. So LFC also looking at center mid options. Us and Man United keen on Chouameni as well. So he plays for Monaco. So we're throwing 2 names in there. So let's discuss both of them first. Danjuma has really turned up in the Champions League this season. I'm going to pull up his stats real quick here, and I'm going to compare him to other front 3. Oh, God, the Knicks got killed last night. It was just in my search history. I just had
by my Celtics, right?
Yeah, but we beat you before.
No one cares. Both teams suck.
Yeah, no one cares about the NBA on this channel anyway. So here we go.
Except
Let me
you.
pull this up. All right. Danjuma. Arnaud Danjuma. Wow. He doesn't even show up in the search results on this app that I'm on. Okay?
He's good. No, he's good.
He's good. We'll just put it that
real
way.
good.
So let's go to OneFootball instead. Okay? Danjuma. Because I have not been keeping up with this guy. All I know is that okay, so that's in the all right. So let's go La Liga. La Liga, he's played 12 matches, 5 goals, 2 assists. Let's go to the Champions League. Champions League, though, 6 matches, he has 4 goals and 1 assist. Much better statistics in the Champions League, which means he can play under pressure and on the big stage. Okay, which you need if you're going to play for Liverpool. Really, those are the only stats I wanted to look at, was just goals and assists in the Champions League. So, Steve, what are your immediate thoughts on Arnaud Danjuma?
I would like that. I mean, again, who knows? I hate this. It's unbelievable.
No,
this
you
doesn't
don't.
Happen.
You love this.
This doesn't happen anywhere else.
Why don't you like it?
Because it's constant. Every day I wake up, there's a new rumor. It's like high school. It's like these clowns are just gossiping. Like,
Fair.
what?
Fair.
Just sign somebody. Don't tell me about it. Just do it.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, crap. What was I going to say?
I don't know, but so what's crazy is Chouameni showed up in the app, but Danjuma did not. So,
Liz, I enjoyed the Pats game. It was great.
Here we go. Oh, he's under a different name.
Win.
Groneveld.
Thank
Groneveld.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Grew
so
up
he was
LFC.
born in Nigeria, fun fact, okay, but plays for the Netherlands, okay, plays for Villareal. Now, matches played in La Liga, like I mentioned, he had 12 matches played, 5 goals, 2 assists. Champions League, 6 matches played, 4 goals, 2 assists. So this app is more up to date than One Football, I guess. Okay, so I just want to read you guys some statistics here. So this app is my favorite app. I'm not revealing it because I want to be exclusive to this app. Okay. Non-penalty goals per 90 minutes, 0.64, which is in the 91st percentile. Non-penalty expected goals, 0.6 is in the 96th percentile. 94th percentile in total shots, 90th percentile in assists per 90. Expected assists, he's very low. Shot creating actions also very low, but he's also in the top 95 percentile in all of the following: progressive passes, touches, dribbles completed, progressive carries. This guy's a good attacker, Steve. And this compares all players of a similar position or of the same position across Europe. Okay. So this guy's good.
See if he comes. He is good. Thanks for rattling off those stats because that was actually some cool stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I want to backtrack a minute.
Please.
Javi, JV, Gavi, Govi, your man's
My
from
man.
Barca.
Yeah.
Spanish. Andalusia is a region in southern Spain, I guess.
I figured it was.
So he comes in. Thiago, the Spaniard, passes the torch to Gavi, who then becomes like a first-team international star, and like Thiago just breeds him into this legend. Could you imagine that happening? How sick that would be?
I would be so awesome.
Imagine being Javi and you're in Barcelona. And you're like, this place stinks. We're in 6th. We stink.
They're in 6th, bro.
Yeah, right? I mean, I could go get matched up next to Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, like guys in my age range. I can play like with Thiago and Henderson. I'll have coverage like Van Dijk behind me.
Oh, God.
I can go play for underneath my idol. I bet you Thiago's his idol. Spaniard, midfield.
Yeah. Woo. So, hey, I'm all with you. Let's move forward to Aurelien Tchouameni. Okay. Now, his stats defensively, I mean, he only has 1 goal in League One. He's played 18 matches in League One, so it looks like he's playing every single game. Now, versus midfielders, okay, he is in the top 90th percentile in total shots. So this guy likes to put shots on goal. He is also in the 98th percentile in tackles and interceptions. 98th percentile versus midfielders across Europe. He is in the top 98th percentile in tackles and interceptions. And he's
what app is this?
Huh?
What app is this?
I'm not telling. It's my favorite app.
Fine. Well, you can tell me offline then.
I will.
Or I'm not showing up to the Sunday Summary ever again. This guy is like Fabinho with a shot of ox.
Can we get him? Wait for it. Top 90th percentile in aerial duels 1 as well. Boom.
All right. So wherever you got this app, this newfound statistical,
I love it.
Magic.
Like this is
you
got
to bring it back because this is good. This is real good.
What
I've
been looking for. An app that compares players' stats to other players, not just gives me their stats, because I don't know a lot about football stats. Like when you compare them to the norms, let me put it that way. Like I know what a good points per game total is in the NBA. I don't know about all that in football. So I needed an app like this. So that's good. All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Now,
no, this is great because you're right. I can look at Mohamed Salah's stats and I know they're great because I've watched enough of the sport in the Premier League to know, like, if you're going to score like 20 goals in the league, like that's really good.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you might see one person do it a year. maybe 2. Some years, none. But anyways, this comparison stuff, this guy Chouameni, by the way, he's all over FIFA. All sorts of special cards, team of the
Oh,
weeks,
sure.
this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
It's awesome. This is good news. All right, Edwards, here you go. Take it. Take it home. Bring me Danjuma and Chouameni. Are either
Could
of
you
the AFCON?
imagine?
No, Chouameni's French, I think. Danjuma is from Netherlands.
Hold on. Oh, here we go. Danjuma, yeah, he's Dutch. Yes, he's Dutch. Wow.
Virgil, bring him over.
Wow. Hold on. Okay, we got to move on to Luis Diaz now. Okay, he's the one that's been. We got to talk about him real quick. Okay, 16 matches played, 13 goals, 4 assists. Now, to be fair, it's in Portugal. Okay,
it's still good. No, that's good enough for me.
I know that's very good. However, when you look at his percentile stats, when you compare him to attacking midfielders and wingers, he's garbage. Absolute garbage. Okay?
So you think he's just like a merchant?
No,
like a tap-in merchant?
He's really bad. He might be a tap-in merchant. The only thing he's in the top 90th percentile in is dribbles completed. Everything else is horrific. Like legitimately horrific.
Here's where I think we're at. I'm sure he's a solid player. I think the price tag was 60 million. That's a lot, considering that's probably what you'd get for Rafinha. That's probably what Rafinha would cost. Depending on like if they want to sell or not. That's what like a Tielemans might run. I think he'd be less than that, but like, right, you get what I'm saying.
Right.
We could go get like somebody with potential for 10, 15 million and Tielemans for the price of Diaz. Like, what would you rather have?
That's a good
option
point.
1 or 2. I would rather have 2 players rather than 1, or a better player than Diaz. Now, the thing to consider is at this point, I see it on social media. It's funny. I always tell people, you guys just latch onto transfers, and those are the players that you want, rather than thinking outside the box.
Which is true.
At this point, I'm kind of turning, and I'm in the same boat, or I'm starting to think that we'll just take whoever we can get. Anyone.
Honestly.
Bring in any fresh face.
Can I say to the counter argument to that, though? Okay. We always try to bring in the right players. And I know that's a cop-out. And everyone's going to hate that. Okay. But seriously, that's what we've been doing for the last 5 seasons. Like, we've had opportunities to sign big players, and we just haven't. You know? Like, for example, Saul. We completely could have signed Saul. He goes to Chelsea. I'm not saying Saul was the right player to sign, but he went to Chelsea. You know what I mean? Right now, that's the only name I can think of. So I'll leave it at that.
I will say, not that this necessarily would be the case if he came to Liverpool, but he's only played in 5 matches. So
yeah, that's true.
He's been banged up, injured, left for dead on the bench at times.
Yeah.
I don't think we could use him now.
Yep.
But I'm so glad we didn't get him.
Same here. Just to kind of wrap up on the transfer talk here, based on the stats that I saw today, I think Danjuma would be the best option going forward, and then Chouameni, the best option in midfield. Let's close out here by looking over at some of the chats here. Oh boy, not him says, other teams such as Chelsea looking at him, we can't compete with them. We can't pay what Chelsea will pay.
I think we can.
I disagree.
We just won't.
I mean, we won't. We can, but that's a good point. It's a great point. Oh, Timo Werner. This is a great example. This is the perfect example. We didn't want to pay what Leipzig wanted for him, so Chelsea come in and get him. I mean, this is just what happens. You know,
it's looking like a fantastic bit of business. Side note, don't even have to comment on it, was when we bought Harvey Elliott from Fulham.
Great bit of business.
Joke. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Real Madrid wanted him. Crazy. Now, I'm with Hannah, though. I'm with Hannah. Like, Chelsea can have Timo Werner, but at the same time, it's like, we don't know what he could have been under Klopp. But at the time, everyone wanted Timo Werner. Everybody wanted Timo Werner.
He was the hottest striker in Europe, arguably.
But we got
at the time.
Jota. We got Jota. Nobody wanted Jota. Nobody was talking about Jota. And
when
got
they
Jota.
signed him, I wasn't even excited. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Boy, has he proved me wrong.
He's proved, I think, everybody wrong, bro.
Yes.
Everybody wrong. So, shout out to everyone who was in the chat today. I appreciate all of you guys. If you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe, okay? We're live every Sunday, either at 8 or 9 a.m., depending on what's going on with my work schedule. And then also, don't forget to go over to manscaped.com and check out their products. You can use our exclusive promo code NBR for 20% off and free shipping. Steve, predictions for the game today, and then we'll be live doing the watch along for the match.
2-0.
2-0 Liverpool. I love it.
You?
Can't do it.
All right.
All right.
Well, we'll see you later, Reds.
Sounds good, Reds. Until next time, take care.